Take a look at a simple glass of water. It's the most common substance on our planet, essential for every breath you take and every thought you think. But every time you take a sip, you aren't just hydrating, you are consuming a liquid that is older than the world itself. For years, we believed that Earth's water was homegrown, created during the chaotic formation of our solar system. But recent scientific breakthroughs have revealed a staggering truth. Up to 50% of the water on Earth did not originate here. It didn't form when the Earth was born. It was created in the freezing, lightless vacuum of interstellar space long before the sun ever ignited. You are drinking the residue of a pre-solar nebula that existed billions of years before our star was even a spark. How do we know this? Astronomers look for a chemical fingerprint called deuterium or heavy hydrogen. Normal water is H2O, but some molecules contain a heavier version of hydrogen. By measuring the ratio of heavy water to normal water on Earth and comparing it to the ice found in deep space and comets, scientists found a perfect match. The extreme cold required to create this specific heavy ratio, about -420 degrees Fahrenheit, only exists in the cold dark between stars. Think about the journey that liquid has taken. That water survived the violent, nuclear birth of the sun. It survived the late heavy bombardment, delivered to a once barren Earth by ice-rich comets and asteroids. It has been recycled through the atmosphere, through the lungs of dinosaurs, and through the clouds for eons. On Earth, water is life. But in the universe, water is a timeless traveler, a cosmic witness that has seen the birth of everything we know. If Act 1 was about the ancient, Act 2 is about the microscopic. You've heard it since you were a child. Wash your hands. But why? Is it just about dirt? Not even close. You are currently carrying a planet hand. On a single hand, you host roughly 2 to 10 million bacteria. In fact, you leave behind an invisible signature wherever you go. Scientists can identify you just by the microbial cloud you leave in a room. But here is the epic science. Your skin is actually a brilliant defense system, an acidic wasteland for most foreign germs. We wash our hands not just to remove dirt, but to disrupt the biofilm, the protective fortress bacteria build around themselves. Soap molecules are shaped like tiny pins. One end loves water, the other loves fat. When you scrub, these pins wedge themselves into the fatty envelopes of viruses and bacteria, literally popping them like balloons. This 20-second ritual is the single most effective piece of technology in human history. It has saved more lives than every medicine and surgery combined. While we are fighting microscopic wars, there are giants standing silently beside us. Meet the General Sherman. It is the largest living organism by volume on the planet. It is 275 feet tall and over 36 feet in diameter at the base. How does water reach the top? Gravity should stop it at about 30 feet, the limit of a vacuum pump. But trees use transpiration pull. As water evaporates from the microscopic pores in the leaves at the top, it creates a tension that pulls the entire water column up from the roots, molecule by molecule, like a giant, invisible chain. But here's the mind blower. Trees are made of air. Most people think trees grow from the dirt. They don't. A tree only takes a tiny fraction of its mass from the soil. They are made of carbon dioxide. Through photosynthesis, they strip the carbon from the air and turn it into solid wood. When you look at a massive forest, you aren't looking at Earth. You are looking at solidified atmosphere. Every wooden table, house, and book you own is actually a ghost of the air. Every night, you enter a state of temporary paralysis and experience vivid, often terrifying hallucinations. We call it dreaming. For centuries, we thought they were messages from gods or deep subconscious desires. The reality is much more epic. Think of your brain like a busy office. During the day, it creates a lot of trash, metabolic waste like beta amyloid. At night, your brain literally shrinks its cells to allow cerebrospinal fluid to wash the waste away. It's a literal brainwash. But dreaming is the simulation. Your brain is running offline replay. This is the threat simulation theory. Your brain takes the hardest problems of your day and runs millions of simulations to see which outcome works best. If you've ever slept on a problem and woken up with the answer, it's because your brain spent 8 hours in a virtual reality chamber solving it for you. You are a biological supercomputer that repairs its own hardware and upgrades its own software every single night. From the way we interact with the simplest elements to the way our brains solve problems in the dark, science isn't just a subject in a textbook. It is the hidden architecture of everything you see. We live in a world where common things are actually miraculous. You don't need to go to a different planet to find something epic. You just need to look at your own hands, the ancient water you drink, the air that turns into trees, and the dreams that keep you sharp. The universe isn't just out there, it's right here, inside and around you, waiting for you to ask why. Because once you see the science, you can never look at the world the same way again.